Let me begin by saying that the City of Annapolis is on solid financial footing. Our AA+ bond rating, our low debt burden averaging 0.9 of debt to assessed valuation, and a fair amount of liquidity averaging 26% of the general fund during the term of this administration are clear indications of the strength of the city's financial base. This administration has been financially prudent while at the same time moving forward to meet the public needs of a new century. To quote a financial consultant reviewing city operations, quote, "From a financial perspective, the City of Annapolis is an incredibly stable environment with the ability to make needed investments. The 2010 fiscal operating budget is $500,000 less than the 2009 operating budget. The proposed operating budget is $81,044,030. The proposed tax rate tracks the constant yield rate at 53 cents per $100 of assessed value, the constant yield rate given to us this year by the state. While the city is not faced with the same degree of financial upheavals as the government jurisdictions around us in other states, the city is not without challenges. The city's pension funds, both the police and the fire pension fund, and the one maintained by the state for all other employees, have suffered significant losses in valuations. In the future, this could mean that both the city and employees would need to contribute more in order to keep the pension fund fully funded. While we are in significantly better position than a majority of other government pension plans, our pension plan still being overfunded. In the private market, investments that individuals have depended on are shattered. Consumer spending is down. Businesses, large and small, are struggling to meet their obligation. And though the city does not receive any sales tax revenue, other city income as grants are affected by downturns in revenues. This budget therefore attempts to avoid actions that would add to economic decline and provide public service with cost and energy efficiencies. The budget also recommends changes consistent with new 21st century demands. Jobs and cash flow are the lifeblood of our economy. I have, and I will continue, to make the employee workforce my priority, ensuring Annapolitans will have jobs. With very little in the way of enhancement, this budget requires departments to continue the same quality service with less, with a thrust of improved technology and more efficiency and aggressive grant funding. This goal can be met. An International Plumbers Union, the United Association of Journeymen and Apprentices, moved its national headquarters to Annapolis, bringing with it 300 new jobs and generating additional income for the city. Despite the downturn in the economy and the closing of some doors for business, the city has issued 96 occupancy and use permits for business in this fiscal year. The Department of Economic Affairs has worked hard to strengthen our economic base, and the recent union move is proof of their efforts. This year, the city was awarded a Main Street program and an art and entertainment district by the state. The Annapolis Downtown Partnership is underway. An initial $12,000 state grant for facade improvements has already generated more than $200,000 in private investments on commercial buildings. A task force reviewing the economic impact of the arts will report this spring, offering critical information for planning in the Arts and Entertainment District. Now, much of the economic vitality of Annapolis is based on a visitor population. Tourism, among the 3 top industries internationally, is a very competitive industry. The city welcomes millions of visitors a year. And combined with resident spending, Annapolis sends $65,683,000 in sales tax to the state coffers. For a city of less than 1% of the state's population, This amount represents 2% of the sales collected statewide. And so it's in the state's interest, as well as those in business, to continue to attract visitors to the capital city. Because of the potential dollars that will be available for businesses through marketing this visitor population, I have brought together business leaders and downtown merchants and councilmen to discuss with my staff concerns as well as public relations actions to reinforce the economic vitality of Annapolis. It is critical that we act on the positive national media exposure that we've already received this fiscal year. Annapolis has been identified as a special place to visit by the National Geographic magazine, who selected the city for its sailing and its waterfront, by Forbes for its beauty, and American Style for its art. While standing at the top of Main Street, few can argue with the American Planning Association's award for Main Street as a great street. Unique archaeology discoveries on Fleet Street and Cornhill Streets have been broadcast internationally through the New York Times and archaeology magazines. Identifying the city as a sailing capital of America helped to secure the Sailing Hall of Fame, a future premier visitor attraction. And Benny, the fire department's hazardous chemical trained, top-of-the-class, #1 award-winning dog, he achieves some fame for the city, too. These awards provide a strong marketing base for the business community. Living history together continues to be a strong impetus for visitors who just like to wander downtown, walking in the footsteps of George Washington in today's historic landmark and capital city. The city staff is working actively with staff in our nation's capital to promote transportation to Annapolis with hopes of capturing some of the 20 million visitors to D.C. Public and private partnerships brought mayors and visitors from sister cities in Ireland, England, Nova Scotia, and China. The State Department brought many more delegations from foreign countries to explore local government or work, underscoring the importance of international connections to this city. This summer, young students from the sister city of Rochefort, France, where Lafayette's ship that sailed to America to join our revolution is being built and will sail here, will visit Annapolis to sail on the Chesapeake Bay. Public information is essential to city vitality. Understanding the value of public information and its value to marketing the city through the dedicated public access fund, the city has expanded its COA-TV programming with Comcast and Verizon this year. Hotels in Annapolis will soon be linked to the city's television station, promoting downtown Annapolis as part of a major marketing campaign. Our TV station, along with our website, is undergoing a community-friendly redesign to be unveiled this spring. Video streaming of events, emphasizing the new approach to community outreach, has been added to the Annapolis Gov website, which has also won a 6th-place award for design. The City magazine provides critical information on the work of the city. It has proved to be a valuable marketing tool for people exploring the city for business opportunities, and it's popular with visitors. Distributed to each resident, it enables citizens to be an advocate for the place they call home. This budget continues funding for the community outreach and marketing tools that underpin our non-manufacturing economy. Each of us, elected leader, business owner, resident, has a stake in maintaining our visitor attraction and economic vitality. Each of us can be an ambassador for the city. An attitude that emphasizes the good things that happen is the strongest sales tool.